My biggest take on this movie is that regardless of anything, this is definitely one of my favorite soundtracks in the entire roster of Marvel films. Fantastic score! Hi and welcome to Raz Reviews. Today I'm going to be reviewing Fantastic Four: First Steps. I've been looking forward to this movie a lot, and honestly I was not worried because the bar has not been high. Previously we've gotten fart clouds and fan four sticks, so there's no way to go but up. And thankfully I was right to not be nervous because this movie is extremely enjoyable and I really like Fantastic Four. I really like this new direction into the MCU. I feel like we've needed a bit of a reset, and this really felt like a reset. It felt like a comic book palette cleanser, something different aesthetically and even in terms of story. This film stands alone on its own. It also is set in a world that's different than the world that we know. It's a different Earth, and the vibe is completely different. The tone atmosphere is very different. The look and feel of it is very different, and that makes it really stand out and feel very fresh. I'm in love with this world, this kind of 60s retro world. It felt like the Jetsons, which was a cartoon I really liked as a kid. And I thought the film did an amazing job at these iconic characters. Somehow, Pedro Pascal was actually great as Reed Richards. He plays him differently than the Pedro Pascal that I'm used to. I thought his vulnerability and guilt about, carrying so much weight because of his intelligence was played really nicely. All of the characters were really likable. The relationships between them were great. It was full of heart. I really felt like they were a family. My favorite character definitely has to be Johnny Storm out of the four of them in this film. I loved him, and I especially liked his interactions and dynamic with the Silver Surfer, and I think the fact that she's female made that even better. Visually, she looks cool, her placement in the film and her part of the story was really interesting. All of it just worked for me. And I loved Galactus. I mean, his introduction in the movie was so cool, so epic. Some people might feel that he was a bit underutilized or underdeveloped, but it's still the beginning, and I think there's so much potential in him as a big-time MCU villain. Look at Thanos. The first time we met him, he was just chilling on a space toilet doing nothing, and look how that turned out. So have patience. It's such a great cast. His voice is amazing. I'm such a fan of the characters. I think the only character that I did feel was underdeveloped was definitely The Thing. I feel like there was so much more that we could have had, but there is so much stuffed in the story. There's so much to unpack that sometimes I felt that it got a little bit montagey or a little too skippy, and I would have wanted to spend just a little bit more time with these characters and in some of the moments. But overall, I think this movie really, really works very well. And I'm very excited to see where the MCU is going to go with Marvel's first family. And I'm going to give Fantastic Four an 8.5 out of 10.